Coming to you from the DTC. Our community now presents Permission to Game with Evan McKenna and Aaron Wood. And now your host, Aaron Wood.
Is that me?
Dad dancing. We look terrible.
Dude, the dad
that
dance
was rough.
is the key. Like, if you don't have a good dad dance down, are you even a dad? I mean, literally, like, it's not like I want to embarrass my kids, but I want to embarrass my kids. But no. I don't want to embarrass my kids. I want to have fun with them, right?
That is true. But at the same
was
time,
an
when you're sitting
awkward
there
pause.
making fun of yourself, I do like making fun
Dude,
of my
I
kid.
love making fun of
But
myself. That's how I got this far in life.
That's what makes
Yeah.
our wives love us more, when we're being silly
Yeah.
and completely
Silly.
an idiot, because they would never have been okay with that
That's how
prior
we
to the children.
won in
But
the
now the
wife
kids
game,
are here,
so
they love it.
So dig this. I mean, what is this? Episode 3 now of Permission to Game. Man, if you guys like this, if you hate it, I don't even care. Just throw us a like, comment, subscribe.
Tell us what we're doing wrong. Throw it down there below.
Do whatever you can do so we can spam you with more content and let you know when we got new episodes dropping. Because, like, honestly, I love the outpouring of support that we got from the first episode. And I honestly feel we're onto something with this. And I'm raising the flag for gamer dads that game, everyone out there that needs permission to game. We're here for you.
Like us, subscribe to us, ring
Do
that
it.
doorbell.
Ring a
We
ding
will be
ding.
giving away some free stuff eventually. We're working on
It's
some
coming.
stuff here.
It's working. And actually, we got some cool sponsors going on now.
Oh, yeah.
So I
They're
got to
pretty
give a
sweet.
shout out. This is an interesting one. Colorado Ranch Market.
What?
This is our studio sponsor. So dig this. Like, they got meats, they got produce, they got good stuff like
Bacon,
that.
to that bacon.
Bacon. I'm sure they got bacon. You
We
guys
gotta
got
have the
bacon,
bacon.
steak and bacon? Dude, I remember one time my wife grilled me like a plate of chicken, and I just like noshed on that while gaming. Do people still say nosh?
Nosh, I have not heard
That's like
that
an
for quite a
Encino Man,
while,
Pauly
actually.
Shore 1993 reference
Wow,
right there. But
Encino
anyway,
Man. Holy-
big shout out
gotta
to
watch some
our
movies here.
studio sponsor, Colorado Ranch Market. This is the cool thing. So it's a food buying experience unlike any other. They've actually got their grand opening coming up, and this is what's hot. They got 2 prizes that you have the choice of winning. So their grand opening is December
excited for this.
14th in Colorado Springs at 3333 North Academy Boulevard. But dig this, you have the chance to win either a year of free produce, or, and this is what I love, an Oculus VR headset.
That's a tough call. What's more important, produce or that's headset?
Headset, dude. Xbox, no. Oculus, what did I say? Xbox?
said
I had like a
Xbox.
mini stroke
Oculus
right
here,
there.
man.
Oculus VR headset. Dude, I don't care. Keep the groceries. I'll find like grocery store simulator or something on Xbox. I'll be playing like
there's
Beat
gonna be
Saber,
farming
Vader
sim.
Immortal, and drinking like Soylent or something to keep myself alive. I don't need that. But either way, if you want to win free produce for a year, okay, whatever. I'm not going to judge you. That's cool. Check out Colorado Ranch Market on December 14th. Visit their website, coloradoranchmarket.com. Big ups to them for helping us pull together like more of a professional studio. So you guys are like our studio sponsors now. So thank you guys for that love and support. And try and win an Oculus headset.
Yeah. Well, speaking of Oculus, if any one of you out there have one, we would love to test it out. Put it up on the screen. We will plug you. It'll be great. I
You can even join us on the
Vader
show.
Immortal.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Do something like that.
I literally
Actually, I
wanted
want to play
just for that
Office
game.
Simulator in an office. I think that would be dope. Absolutely.
Yeah.
So another one too. Really want to thank my wardrobe sponsor. I think I'm wearing the same shirt. I haven't changed.
Those are
yet.
sexy.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Yeah.
So my wardrobe sponsor, Level 7 Games. My boy John and his crew over at Level 7 Games always hooking me up with some sweet shirts. They make these custom printed in-house with some friends of theirs that do some designs. They got cool shirts. They got cool merch. They got awesome video games. 3 locations in Denver, Alameda, Kipling, and Federal. Check them out. But the coolest thing is they've got a 12 days of Christmas going on starting December 12th. And if my math is correct, 12 plus 12 is 24. So you got all up until Christmas to get BOGO, get you buy one, get one on used games, buy one, get one half off. All used games under $59. Dude, they've got everything from like Nintendo all the way to the Switch, up into Xbox One. Dude,
Or
you
the
can buy
retro kind of stuff you want to throw
retro
back to,
stuff,
right?
dude. If you want a Genesis, you can head up there and get a Genesis. If you want, like, I think they had a Jaguar. Remember
Holy
that?
smokes.
The Atari Jaguar?
I have not played one of those
Dude,
in a long time.
they literally have everything. In between their 3 stores, dude, they're just packed with merch and games. I got a couple old PlayStation games from there. I got Jet Moto. Remember that?
Jet Moto 2
Dude,
and 3 were
Jet
my jam.
Moto
I
2,
loved that stuff.
Team Mountain Dew all the way, baby. Let's go. But
Oh, man.
anyway,
Good
so
stuff.
thanks to them. Thank you, Colorado Ranch Market. Thank you, Level 7 Games, for the
Thank you.
love and support, and everybody else out there that's been commenting and liking and sharing our videos, and even that one guy that kind of blocked me. So
That's totally
thank
fine.
you too.
We are kind of
It's
paper
not my
dads, so-
first rodeo, man. I've been blocked before. But anyway, what have we got today, Evan?
So today we got a cool setup. You know, it's the holidays. We got to think about what to buy. But the great part is this doesn't necessarily just have to apply to the holidays. This is just the top 10 kind of ideas. And if you got a Switch, you want something new, or you're thinking about buying a new one for your kids or yourself, or a second one like I did, you're gonna want to throw some stuff in to like make sure
two
that you can play
Switches
every
isn't
day.
necessarily a bad idea.
It's not, because I get to keep mine nice and pristine.
And I like the Switch. I know I've mentioned it before in our first episode. I think the Switch is like one of the best values
Oh, absolutely.
in gaming, especially if you're a
100%.
gamer dad, just because, I mean, you got Nintendo. So, dude, you got everything Nintendo, Mario, Zelda, you know, all those cool series like that. But then you got some pretty hardcore things too. You've got Wolfenstein, you've got
Witcher.
Doom, The Witcher 3. Is that out already?
Yep.
I'm a little behind the times.
And now we got Overwatch is on there now.
Oh, you got Overwatch on the Switch.
You got some serious stuff coming.
Yeah, I mean,
and it's just going to get
is
better.
a legit system, and I don't care. You know, some people say, well, you know, it's underpowered. When you undock it, it's like 720p. I don't care, dude.
Right.
You can game on this thing, and then also, I'm a big fan of the Nintendo digital. What the heck is it called?
Online.
The Nintendo Online subscription. What? Dude, whatever. Come on, I try.
Nintendo
But you
Digital.
get Nintendo Digital.
A cyber. Nintendo
Yeah,
cyber.
Nintendo
We'll call
Cyber.
it that now.
They've got this Virtual Boy set. No, wait, that's something else. You got, not only can you play, I don't even know what you play online with it, like Splatoon or something.
There's a few games that are online
I don't really
compatible,
do
but
that.
the point is to have all the online libraries that
I
they
like
now
the
provide.
library games because you can seriously, you've got dozens of NES games. They've got about 20 Super Nintendo games, and they've just launched like 4 new of each.
Yep.
Like this week.
Rumors have it GameCube's
Oh my
coming out,
gosh.
maybe 64.
Dude,
fingers
I saw
crossed,
some
knock
stuff
on
for
wood.
3DS or DS or whatever libraries coming out. I don't care, man. Nintendo, keep doing what you're doing. I love you guys. You were like the shiz.
Right.
So keep it going. But
But
what
in
do we got
order,
here?
so in order to play online, or at least on the go, if you have access to the internet while you're playing, you're gonna want to keep your battery going, because let's be honest, this thing is cool, but it is small, and when you're
Now, it's
pushing
got a
out the
built-in
powers-
battery,
Yeah, but
right?
you don't have the same lifetime you actually want to have while you're playing. Or let's say you're on a road trip, you toss it back with the kids, or maybe you're gonna sit in the back while you wait and let the wife drive. But you want that battery to last.
That's a bold statement, sir.
And at the end of the
Sit
day,
in the back and make your wife drive while you play video games?
we're gonna ignore that,
Dude. Oh my
That's
gosh.
rough. So
okay, fast forward,
but-
ladies.
As much as I want to say I like the idea of having this plugged into my TV all the time because it looks cool up on the big screen, I actually find myself more often than not playing it mobile. So I need the battery life to go along with that. So I'll have Josh throw it up on the screen here, but with the battery pack, there's not any one specific that I would recommend. Again, we'll try to keep these brand agnostic. You know, we're
I
not
mean,
gonna.
that's the thing. We're not here for brands.
Right.
We're here for what
I'm not
gets us
plugging
by,
what works.
you know?
I do know I tend to lean towards more either official or licensed ones because I want to make sure it's something that Nintendo has said will be the best thing
Oh,
for
yeah.
their device.
You don't want some knockoff from like
Right.
I don't want to say any country in particular, but
On the screen-
North Korea battery pack. I don't know.
You have no clue because there are rumors that they're damaging the Switch. So
Yeah.
I'm going to stick with, when it comes to power, something that's
Because
related
if it's
to
like
Nintendo.
approved by Nintendo, they said, okay, we don't make this, but at least it's not gonna screw up your system.
Right.
It's gonna work good with it.
So on the screen, you got an Anchor battery pack. It's really cool. It snaps to the back. They have options that are tethered via a USB cable. I like it where it completely connects to the back of the device. It makes it easy to remove when you want to take it off and put it in the dock to actually
Because
play on the screen.
you don't want something just hanging there like on a cable.
It's
right?
super, but it does beef it up and make it heavier. But as long as you're not holding it over your head in the bed, you know, and it'll fall on you, you're
I've had
totally
that
fine.
happen. Totally fell in my face.
So with that
Switch
being
to the
said,
face.
I'm going to totally jump around. Hopefully this doesn't upset our producers. So speaking of power and speaking of road trips, I'm actually jumping to one of our last things on the list, and I'm going to say the car charger. You got to have that car charger because sometimes the battery pack still dies as well, and you got to charge everything.
So what is it like it's like a DC adapter
It's
type
essentially
deal?
the inverter, however they call it,
Okay.
but you just plug it into your cigarette
Nice.
lighter in the car. Well, do they call it a cigarette lighter
Do
anymore?
people-
or is it
no,
more just
I-
like a power
I don't
adapter?
know.
what is it these days?
It's like a DC outlet, okay?
And if your car has a USB cable, you could do a USB-C out from your car. But for the most people that are going to rely back on the old school cigarette lighter, just plug it right in there.
I think pre-2010, it's
most cars have them in like every row now. You can have it in the middle row, the third row. You can have it in the trunk if you're locked in the trunk. They've got it everywhere. And so plug it in, knock it out. Super cheap, great accessory though to purchase for the Switch owner that you don't know what to get. Yeah. They got everything, but that's what makes
the Switch is like a great road trippable. Is that a word? Road trippable type system because it's like it's not super heavy reliant on the internet. Like there's plenty of games. So long as you do your updates, you can play them offline.
Right.
You know, unless you're doing like something online multiplayer. So that's pretty cool. Like keep that road trip vibe going, keep the kids engaged or yourself. Yeah. In that case.
Well, and that's the fun part. And the cool part about the Switch 2, apart from portability, is customization. And as you've seen in my other episodes, I love to just customize the snot out of my stuff.
Yeah, so Evan's done a how-to video, like customized controller facelifts, essentially.
For the Xbox, it was pretty dope. I'm going to do it eventually for the Switch here, so y'all can see how difficult it is to swap those.
That cool clear one.
Yep.
And then like the spackle.
We'll put some links to all those, so it'll be around somewhere. I don't know. You can find it. It's easy. But we'll send some links there so you can watch some other stuff. But with that customization, and again, I'm going to upset my producer by jumping back to the top of the list.
I'm going to pick this up and look at it.
And we are going to look at the D-brand skins. Now, I haven't purchased one yet, but I'm going to because it's pretty sweet. D-brand, and again, this is not sponsored by anybody, but D-brand creates a really cool, really simple way to completely change the look of your system without actually modifying it.
Oh.
From camouflage, which is probably my favorite one, they have a black camouflage that is like, it's kind of like a digital design, and it actually has a relief to it. It sticks out, gives you some texture.
So if you have like a special ops mission you have to do with your Switch, and you might have to like camp out, hunker down somewhere, you can like play it.
I wish I could show it here.
So
but
you don't have to
take
it apart, because that's my thing. Like I don't want to start taking this thing apart.
Right.
It just seems way too delicate for me.
We're going to go through one of these episodes, though. Okay. I'm not going to do it to mine. I'm going to find something else.
But we're
going to make it happen.
Cool. Like we should do an episode where you like walk me through doing like one of these shell replacements.
Oh, it takes like 2 hours. It's ridiculous.
Well, we can hang out for 2 hours.
We can do some fast forwarding, drink some Surge, and we'll get it good.
Oh, Surge.
But with the D-brand skins, the cool part is you can pick any color you want. Let's say you got like I have here, the controller with the neon colors. You got your blue and your orange is red. And you decide you don't actually like what you purchased. You can totally change it out without actually swapping out the system. Make it look like whatever you want. And on top of that, you can also change the dock. It doesn't have to be just the system itself. You can change the dock up. You can change your controllers up. They've even got stuff to change up the grip that comes with your system. It's pretty sweet.
D-brand skins, check them out. Where it like makes it look like a Super Nintendo theme or something like that too. That's cool.
Those are a couple different brands. I know the D-brand sticks with mostly solid colors, but yeah, it's all out there. It's one of the best ways to make it your own.
Nice.
I love it. Nice. We'll probably do one of those these days coming up because like I said, I'm going to buy one, and I'm going to show you all how easy it is to put that on. And it completely covers the whole thing. Sweet. It's sweet.
What else you got?
So on top of that, I'm also one of those weirdos. Even though we can take these these Joy-Cons off and we can show people and we can play individually, it bugs the snot out of me that the system is now, like, in my opinion, naked and doesn't have its controllers on it. So I have always a second set of controllers or a third set of controllers or a fourth set of controllers. So essentially...
He has a lot of controllers. Do you have a Pokeball?
From Power A, and Josh put this on the screen, Nerf branded together with Power A. And Power A, by the way, is another licensed brand, so it's official. You don't have to worry about doing anything damaging to your system. But Nerf went ahead and just added this really cool touch to it, and this works perfect with kids. It's white and orange.
Oh, dude!
Just like Nerf, along with like blue and purple colors that added to it. But the Nerf controller, not only is it white and orange, it's squishy.
Oh my god!
Like a Nerf football. Like oh my gosh!
Dude, Nerf was life back in the day.
And remember when we were kids and we'd rage, and then the controller would go flying across the room?
Oh yeah.
Now you don't have to worry about throwing the controller across the room.
That's the thing that sucks with everything being wireless. At least you had that cable to kind of keep things tethered. You could only throw your controller so far. Now it's like the limits are off.
Right.
Like, you can throw this thing across the street, man.
So the Nerf controller with that squishiness, I think it's just sweet. Nice. It's a cool idea. It brings kids back into the equation. It's definitely one I'd be like totally fine letting my kid play with.
That's totally fun, man. Yeah.
But the only downside is they don't have a wireless version.
Oh.
It's only cabled.
Is the cable long?
It can be as long as you choose to purchase. I think the one that comes with it is
like 6 feet. But how long
is
the cable, man?
But at the end of the day, I wish they had a wireless version.
Yeah.
Like, put a squishy battery door on it. I don't care.
So I see a lot of custom controllers, like different faces and stuff. There's like cool stuff like Zelda and Mario and all that, but they're all wired controllers. I need wireless.
That is true.
But it's okay.
That is very true.
You can still work with it.
So as you move down the list, when you got your controllers and you've got all the different pairings, but you want to go portable again,
Yeah.
everybody knows that this is like super awkward. When you're holding it, your hands just hurt after a while.
My wrist will get in this position where it starts going numb, like when I'm holding.
That's why it fell on your face. I totally get it now.
My hand went numb. I couldn't feel the thing.
You know how like with this, and like I know why they did it, and I know why the controls are laid out the way they are. It creates an ergonomic sense when you're holding it, even though it doesn't. In the kind of the disconnected Joy-Con mode, and so when you're actually holding it and playing it in a mobile sense, your thumbs get jammed up, especially on the right-hand side here, trying to get from the A, B, X, Y buttons over to the joystick. It's just not comfortable. So to change that up, Satisfy actually created, and I don't even know how to describe it. It's just sweet. It's a grip that slides
ergonomical.
on, and it's ergonomical. That's the best way to say it. And it's black, and it has these little red tabs, and it's really cool because it not only gives you a better way to travel, handle, and utilize your Switch on the go, but it also adds in a sense of protection to your Switch and keeps it from overheating, like some of these grip cases.
So we talked about the grip cases because I bought the Skull & Co. grip case, and I think you had it for a
I had it for a
too.
while. I loved it, but didn't love it.
See, I liked how I wanted for my Switch a case like I would put on my iPhone. Like, it just snaps on and everything, covers the buttons all nice. That's what I liked about the Skull & Co. But the thing I hated about Skull & Co. was like how it affected your LNR and ZR and ZL buttons. It didn't fit good.
And that's the nice thing about Satisfy.
So Satisfy is not...
It's super simple. It just slides in. It doesn't block any of your buttons. It doesn't inhibit the way you
couldn't use
open
the dock
and use it.
with the Skull & Co.
Well, you can't. Unfortunately, you can't use it with the Satisfy either.
Fatter.
But you have to take it out.
Okay, but it's easier to snap on and off.
Yeah,
because Skull & Co.
it just slides in and out. You don't
difficult.
Yeah. So that's the best part about it. Slides in and out. Super portable, super ergonomic. That way you can play for hours and not have your hand falling asleep and hitting you in the face.
Sure.
And it just makes it fun. And on top of that, a lot of times you can get it with a case combo.
Yeah.
So it fits in the case perfectly. It comes with a lot of extra accessories.
And like if you guys have used one of these cases or if you know another one that we should check out, leave a comment too. That way we can check it out because we've used the Skull & Co. and the Satisfy. And so if there's like a third one out there that you like, let us know and we'll take a look at it.
Well, the cool thing is too, not only do they have a case for your Switch itself, but they have a new grip that also changes up the ergonomics of the actual, the standard Joy-Con grip controller.
The dog ears controller.
Now, I don't have a problem with this. I actually really like it. I think it's comfortable. A lot of people don't like it, and that's why Satisfy has created the ergonomics where one of the legs here, dog ears as you call it, sticks off a little bit differently so you can access your buttons
little
better.
For bigger hands.
Yeah.
Right? So, brother, you got some cool colors going on there.
Yeah, so these colors, I mean, these are the Splatoon 2 colors, like nothing crazy. I like
Extra
a
neon.
little bit different. I'd never bought one of those Splatoon, systems. I just had a gray one and then this neon one.
Okay.
But I really wanted the pink and green. I think they look sweet. Unfortunately, I got stick drift on the pink one. It was pretty bad, and so I replaced it. That was a pain in the butt, by the way.
Was it?
But
So Nintendo sent me like an email with a shipping label to send my controller back. Is it a pain?
So when I did it, they weren't offering the free replacement or the free fix.
So maybe
or
it's
whatever.
gotten better now.
So now, if you are experiencing stick drift, all you got to do is contact Nintendo. They are basically, you have to talk to the right person, but there's no questions asked. They're going to fix it for you.
I did like an online form. If I find the link for it, I'll put it in part of this video, maybe as a comment or something, because
it's worth it to get it done. But it doesn't guarantee a fix is the problem right now.
I just want a replacement.
Right.
Just send me a replacement Joy-Con.
So you never know. You might get your same Joy-Con back. You might get a new one. You might get the stick replaced.
I could send mine in and end up getting yours.
It's possible. But we'll have to do a video on how to replace the sticks for all y'all if you want to do it yourself.
What else do you got going on in this controller?
That one's also got the stick caps on it, which I'll get to here in a minute. But now that I fixed that one, I now let my kid play with it all the time because I don't like the way the aftermarket buttons actually work. So, but really quick here, to keep protecting your case and protecting your Switch, you're gonna want to protect that screen. And we all know that Nintendo, as good as they are, also like to cut some corners. And to make the dock more affordable and easier to make, they also made it a little too snug, and it rubs against your Switch. And we all know, especially with the older docks, you're going to get scratch marks up and down the side of your Switch on both front and back across the screen as it slides in and out. Especially if you're not like going very careful, just like pushing it down in. If you're like at any angle, you're going to scratch up your screen. You're going to scratch up the back. It's inevitable. Now they do make kind of protectors you can throw on the front of the dock, which will kind of, it's like a sock, a dock sock or something like that.
Sock.
They come in really cool designs. You can see them on Etsy. People have made all sorts of cool stuff. But with the dock itself, which we'll get to here in a minute, you're going to want to throw a screen protector on your Switch to help protect the screen. Not only from kids and sticky fingers, and you're going to want to protect it from the dock itself. And then that way when it's super easy. Now, I don't have any specific brand. You can find super cheap ones on eBay and Amazon.
Yeah.
I bought mine from Best Buy. It was like a 3-pack. And so, and
is it like tempered glass or something? Is there something special you got to look for?
You're right. Tempered glass, just like the phones, what you're going to get there. It's really easy. The instructions are simple.
Nice.
It was a little difficult making sure it stayed completely clean. It didn't get any air or hair or whatever underneath it.
I get super freaked out putting stickers on things. Like my daughter gets like this Barbie camper last year for Christmas. It's
hard to tell.
And like you got to put stickers everywhere on that, and even Legos now too. You got to sticker some stuff. This looks really good actually.
Yeah, I was really anal about it.
It looks like it.
It took me a solid half hour to make sure it's done right.
So
but you could probably have it done in less than 5 minutes. I just take way too long to do things.
Good thing I didn't drop that.
So as you're protecting we're talking about the dock. The great part is most of us in our house have more than one TV, right? I mean, I know I have one upstairs and one downstairs, and you probably have several, or your kid may have one. Some people have TV in their kids' rooms, You're going to want to move the Switch around and play it on different TVs, right?
Oh, yeah.
I know I do. And so you're going to want a second dock. That's the biggest thing. Like, as a Switch owner, that's one of the first things I bought was a second dock for the house. And so now I've got the dock that lives downstairs with the main TV and the dock that's in my room so that when I want to play, I just grab the Switch and go.
It makes it like extra portable. It's also good too, like if you go on vacation or a road trip or something, instead of unplugging your main dock and having to go through all that, you've got like the downstairs dock that's easy to just unplug and carry with you.
Yep. And I mean, they sell cases now that'll carry your dock with you. So if you want to take that second dock on trips or whatever, it's just great to have. It's super handy. It's one of those things that's like people don't actually think about until now they want to play on the other TV. And they got to go downstairs and unplug everything. The cases are cheap too.
I think Amazon has an Amazon Basics one. It's like $29, maybe $20 or something. I got a case similar to
mine's just a simple Switch only case.
Yeah.
Got it at
But even the
Best
one
Buy.
with the dock, I mean, it's not that much more than the Switch only case, so you can haul everything around with that.
Well, speaking about hauling things, what about a backpack that was specifically designed to haul the Switch? Wouldn't that be sweet?
I just put
you
my
could
Switch
actually
in
bring
like
it to
a normal
work
backpack.
and nobody would know.
Ooh. Secret Switch.
Secret Switch. So obviously you can use whatever backpack you want. You could use your messenger bag you bring to work or whatever you take to school. I'm sure the kids have tried to sneak it to school, by the way. You should probably check. I know my son has. So, but if you want an actual backpack that's designed to house your Switch and keep it safe, look to the brand PDP. Okay. And now this is one of the ones where I will, like Satisfy, I will push that brand because they actually make a really good, well-designed backpack that's for the Switch. But the cool part is you can be an adult and wear it. Like, I can be dad, I can wear it to work. Like, people that aren't Switch people won't know that it's meant for a video game.
Like a weird video game satchel?
Right. It literally looks like a pretty professional, pretty clean backpack you could wear anywhere.
Evan, you are a pretty professional.
Yeah, well,
I just wanted just putting it out there. Aww.
That's not what our producer said.
That's cool though. I mean, and it actually looks legit.
It looks legit.
We put the picture up of it, right? Please tell me you put the picture up. Thank you. We're paying you for something. Well, actually, no, we're not paying you. This is all volunteer work.
So
that thing looks good. It looks like something. It's got like this sharper image vibe to it.
Man, that's another store that I haven't been in since I was a kid.
Does it still exist?
I actually can fit my laptop in it. It's got a spot for my laptop.
That's pretty legit. So for the other gamer dads out there that have jobs, that you might need to bring a laptop to or whatever, here's the perfect backpack to sneak your Switch in.
Yep. We all know that during that lunch break we are not eating, so it's all good.
I gotta go use the restroom on the 10th floor now. I'll see you in an hour and a half.
Knock out a couple levels from you've beaten the new Link's Awakening, right?
Oh, absolutely. Oh, and an update. My son beat Luigi's Mansion 3 after like a week of playing.
That's been a week.
Dude, I don't even know how. He's 8 years old, and I see him. He's Googling tips and tricks. He's going through the whole thing. Then he finally got to King Boo, which is like the ultimate bad guy in the thing. He was stuck on that for like 2 days, and then I beat Luigi's Mansion 3. I'm like, what?
I might need to call you and your kid up to come and play Jedi Fallen Order for me because I can't get off the second world.
I hear that's a tough one.
It's hard. Holy smokes, it's hard.
We need to do a let's play of Jedi
That would be a
Fallen
fun one, actually. We should do that.
Episode 4.
Just jump back in right to where I'm stuck.
What we really should do is like surprise gameplay with people, like gameplay on the streets or something. Like hand the unassuming person, hey, lady, would you like to play Jedi Fallen Order? What? And just see how that would go.
Would that
work?
be a good idea?
Is that plausible? I don't know.
I don't know. Let's let the viewers decide if
You
that's a good
decide.
one. I don't know.
Should we do surprise gameplay? I don't know.
Jump out of
Is
a
that
bush.
is that
Surprise!
even a
Play this
thing?
game.
I'm sorry. What else do you got?
So I only got a few left. Only a few left.
All
We
right.
only had 10 on
I'm
this
getting
list.
tired.
I'm going to keep it simple. Another way to keep your sticks looking clean and good is as you can tell on my dock switch here, the sticks themselves just have the factory covering. There's nothing fancy on it. And that rubber, especially with kids' sticky, grimy hands, are going to wear off and just disintegrate. So a good way to protect them is with these little cap covers. See?
Oh, that was easy to take off.
Yeah, and so I've got an example. You can get them with Pokemon balls. You can get them with Mario and Luigi. You can get them with different colors. I just went with typical straight up black. That way you didn't notice that they were there. But kids love to customize it. Another way to make your Switch your own.
You can get like different colors and
Little
stuff.
stick covers. It makes it great. Super simple. They make ones that are super fancy and have different patterns. That way you can really get into it and how you control the stick.
It's a great switcheroo.
Nope.
Sorry.
But overall, I prefer just a little bit of little rubber ones. They
like that.
A little grippier, feels better in the hands. Things like that. Super simple, and you would never really know, right?
Especially with more hardcore games coming out on the Switch, like Overwatch, especially. You kind of want a little grippier on the Joy-Cons.
Right.
On the what are those?
Well, it kind of makes you want a Joy-Con grip, right?
You want a Joy-Con grip? Well,
We got that on there too.
Is that part of this?
So obviously you get what comes with the Switch.
Yeah.
But that's for both Joy-Cons. Like, what if you wanted to just play with one? Like, that's still awkward and difficult to hold.
And the Switch has that little plastic nubber
It's
that
just-
attaches to it that
But
it really doesn't add
I never
much.
use them. I actually just put
Yeah.
my fingers on and just push the
I
buttons
actually
here.
like it that way better. My son's like, be sure to use the wrist strap. Like, he's really worried, like, I'm going to throw the controller through the window. But whatever. All
Well,
right.
there's a lot of aftermarket brands you can get, but they're little like grips that wrap around the Joy-Con itself and turn one Joy-Con
Nice.
into its own controller. It's one of those super simple, super cheap. They got them with foam. They've got them with hard plastic. Like, it works perfect for kids. Or like, let's say you're gonna have a party and you know that you want to play a lot of Mario Party or different group games. You can have all these extra setups ready to go. That way, when those people come over and boom, you're done. Kids' friends, you don't have to worry about the nice ones you're protecting
That's
for
cool.
yourself.
I always feel like I know a lot of what's going on with game accessories and stuff like that. That's one I didn't even know existed.
Yep.
So that's pretty
really
cool. Yeah.
I know something about
got
gaming
me
first.
with something.
That's a first.
You were
Aaron.
like first to the table, if you will, with the Joy-Con little grip thing.
Well, these are all simple things. Some of them are a little more expensive, but for the most part, you're not going to break the bank buying any of these
And
gifts.
that's the thing, because usually, if you're getting a Switch for the holiday season, there's things that you're gonna want immediately. That if it's part of like the gift package, or if other people want to get a gift too, it's a great thing to accessorize that Switch. I also brought, again, I mentioned this in our last episode with headsets. I bought the SteelSeries Arctis 3 first for the Switch, surprisingly.
Really?
Then I used it for the Xbox One. It's a great headset just because it's so durable. It's basic, but it sounds great, and you can go between both systems with that. So
Except
really
for the
awesome.
voice chat.
Except for the voice.
No
Dude,
voice
I
chat.
just got to speak up more. I'm like super quiet on that. Anything else on your list?
Nope, that's it. I'll list everything below, links
Awesome.
to where you can get it if you like it.
And if you guys have anything else you want to add to that list, if there's something we missed or something you really love, be sure to comment and let us know, and we'll look into it. If it's something really cool, we might even cover it on an episode of Permission to Game too. So again, another big shout out to our studio sponsor, Colorado Ranch Market. Again, they got the grand opening on the 14th. You have a chance to win either a year's worth of free produce or an Oculus VR headset. I think I know which one I'm trying to put my entries in for. And then again, too, with our merch and swaggadocious sponsor, Level 7 Games. Love you guys. Thank you, John and the team at Level 7. 3 locations throughout Colorado. Check them out the 12th for 12 days of Christmas. Buy one, get one free. Or not buy one, get one free. Buy one, get one half off. Use games under $59.
And if you like what you see here, check us out online for more at ourcommunitynow.com or online at YouTube, Facebook, all those different outlets.
Anywhere. We're
We've
there.
got tons of stuff. You'll love it. We'll
Be
check
in
you
your
guys
face
next
time.
week.
See you guys.
See ya.
Permission to Game has been brought to you by our community now. For the latest and things to do in your area and news that feels good, Go to ourcommunitynow.com.